This video, I will show you guys how I made this church flyer in CorelDraw. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. Every stock file for this design, I'm going to put the link in the down description below. So without any further ado, let's jump straight to the video. Alright, the size we're making use of is 10 inch by 1350. So to change your size in CorelDraw, come over to your property bar. This is your property bar over here. Alright, so change your unit to pixels. Alright, so change this to 1080 by 1350. Alright, so this is what you are going to have. So we're going to bring in our rectangle tool and draw it right here. And change this to 1080 by 1350. Then press letter P on your keyboard if it's not fitted to the frame. Sometimes when you do that, you will see it over here, or you will see it over here or over here. Anyhow, just press letter P and it takes itself to the frame. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to remove the black stroke. All right, this is the black stroke. So to remove it, come over to this sign. I don't know what it's called though. You can call it sign, I don't know, red sign. So just right click on it and set outline color this way, and press your letter P to make it fit in the frame. So this is what we're going to have. So over here, guys, these are the text we're making use of, just a little text, right? All right, guys, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to import our stock images. So to do that, come over to file, locate import. Okay, shortcut is Ctrl+I. All right, so we're going to just come over to this and we'll select every bit of stock image we have here, everything apart from this one. So I'm going to click on import, then basically drop this, click and drag, click, drag, click and drag. All right, click and drag, and that is it, guys. So what we're going to do now is the first thing I'm going to bring in is this background. We'll just scale it up just right here. And once I do that, I'm going to right click and select power clip. Right click on the image, select it, right click on it, select power clip, place it into the frame. Alright, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to right click and select edit power clip. Right click on this frame, select edit power clip over here. Then you can basically place it just the way you want it to look like. Place it very well and avoid this text over here. You can just avoid it. Then click on finish, and this is what we're going to have. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in this background. I'm going to scale it up just right here. Scale it up this way. Use Ctrl+K to cut it. Right click and go into the frame just right here. Paste it using Ctrl+V. Then you can see it's in the front. So to take it behind the view, use Shift plus page down. Shift on your keyboard. Press Shift key. You will see a key that has Shift on your keyboard. Shift. When you press it there, then you will see another key on your keyboard that has page down, then press it this way, boom, that's taking itself in there. Now guys, we'll just play around this. All right, so we'll just bring this one this way so we can have this cloud over there. Now we'll just fade out this edge because I don't want this. Fade it out just a little bit. So as you can see, it has blended with the background. Now I'm going to just adjust this by going to Effect, adjust the brightness, go to Effect, select brightness and contrast. All right, so I'm going to add the contrast to this, increase it to 7, let's say 19. Pixels, then click OK. Then come back to Effect again, go to Adjust, select Color Balance. Once you do that, you're going to increase your red. Let's increase our red a bit, increase our yellow just a little bit. All right, then increase your magenta a little bit, and this is what you are going to have. So we're going to have 29, 12 minus 13. Then we're going to click on OK. So let's increase the green, increase green again. All right, you can leave the green to 27, 24, and click on OK. Now select this one. All right, go to Effect. All right, adjust color balance. Then you can basically play around it this way. All right. All right, so this is what you're gonna have. So click on OK and go to Effects, Adjust Curve. All right, so let us limit us to that this way. All right, so just drag it this way. Let me reset it so we can see it was like this. So click and drag it down here. All right, to have that shadow look there, and you can click on OK, and this is what you're gonna have. So the next thing I want to do is I want to bring in this rectangle tool and drop a box just right here. Let me give it a white stroke so we can see this is it. All right, I'm going to select my color eyedropper tool over here. This is my eyedropper tool. I'm going to just pick a color over here. Just pick a color, drop it just here, and give it black. Sorry, I want the stroke. What I mean by stroke is the outline. Let me reduce, and you can see there's a stroke here. If you remove it this way, that is it, just the way we did earlier. Now select the transparency tool, fade out this edge just right here, fade it out this way. All right, so once you do that, select this one and bring it forward just this way, and this is what we're gonna have. So as you can see, I see we're having this cloud just over here. All right, so take it up this way, so you can basically play with the color. All right, play with the color. How I got that was I double click on this color thumbnail over here. All right, so you can basically play with that color. All right, so this is what you're going to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on, okay, before I click on finish, I want to select my my rectangle tool, draw a box just right here. All right, then I'm going to give it a black color. What I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on this color thumbnail over here, double click on it, and come over to this color viewer, change this to RGB, as you can see, then make it perfect black, then click on OK. Now select the transparency tool and fade out this edge just right here. Then you can basically decrease this and leave that to that. All right, can basically leave that to that, and this is basically what you're gonna have. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just bring in this Bible, place it just right here. All right, so I'm gonna scale it up a bit, and once I do that, this is basically what I'm gonna have. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply shadows to this Bible. But before I apply the shadow, I'm gonna just come over to this and right click, go to portrait. All right, and select this rectangle to draw a box just right here. Now in this case, I'm going to just use my transparency tool, fade out this edge this way. Once you do this, just come over to your property bar and select your elliptical fountain transparency this way. So scale it up. All right, so I would like to do this outside this box so we can see what we're doing. I'm going to just scale this up this way. All right, I just want the light to just be in front of this Bible. All right, so I'm going to just select this white color thumbnail, then increase this so we can see, we can have some parts revealed over there. All right, so this is basically what we're going to have. So I'm going to just cut this, go into the frame, paste it here. Then I'm going to go to bitmap, convert it to bitmap, change your color mode to RGB, then resolution at 300, because when you have a resolution at 300 and above, it makes your design pop, like, you understand, like, okay, this is not perfect black, that is why. So I'm going to just give this perfect black and go to bitmap, convert it to bitmap, and this is what we're going to have. So I want to select my transparency tool, fade out this edge. All right, make sure it's straight up. All right, make sure it is straight up. And that is it, guys. So right now, this is basically what we're going to have. But this is dark. I want to just, do this way. And this is fine, guys. This is basically what we're going to have. So I'm going to just scale this rock up. Take this up this way. All right. So next time I'm going to do is I want to go to Effects, select, Adjust, go to Brightness and Contrast. I'm going to increase the contrast of this Bible this way. All right. So I'm going to click on OK. Now this is what I'm going to have. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Effects, Adjust, Color Balance. All right. So we've already had this at 39. -2, -3, and I'm going to click on OK and leave that there. So I'm going to apply a shadow to this. So I'm going to go to my elliptical fountain tool, my ellipse tool, and I'm going to just come over to this effect, go to blur, select Gaussian blur, just this way, click on OK, and I'm going to bitmap it. All right. I'm going to bitmap it. Then I'm going to come out to this and just drag this down this way and bring this one down over here. All right. Once I do that, I'm going to just select this Bible, take it, use Shift Page Up to bring it forward this way. All right. So as you can see, this is actually revealing. So what we're going to do is I'm going to copy this shadow again, copy it and paste it on top. Then I'm going to use my transparency tool and fade out this edge just right here. All right, so we have a perfect shadow. So I'm going to select it and just, bitmap everything. Convert it to bitmap. Then I'm going to just decrease the transparency just right here. All right, so once I do that, I'm going to leave that to 11. And this is what we are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select my rectangle to draw this way. Once I draw that way, I'm going to convert it to curve. Control Q is the shortcut. Right click and convert it to curve. Then go to your your shape tool. Make sure this is aligned this way. Make sure this is aligned this way. All right. So I'm going to use my transparency tool and fade out this edge this way. All right, so I'm going to just reduce this. All right, so I'm going to take this one up this way, take it up just right there. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure this is aligned this way. All right, so I'm going to just basically select my freehand tool. I'm going to draw this way, draw this way, draw this way, and draw this way. So I'm going to have this right here. I'm going to use my shape tool and make sure that it's aligned just right here. It's aligned. Then this is basically what we're going to have, guys. So I'm going to use my shape, my transparency tool, fade out this way. All right. So once I fade it out this way, I'm going to make sure this is scaled up this way. All right. I'm going to use my shape tool and make it blend this way. And I'm going to use my bitmap to convert it to bitmap. And I'm going to use my transparency tool and fade out this way. All right. And we'll just drag this over here. Drag this way. As you can see, the shadow is blended very, very well. I'm going to right click and select power tape, place it into this frame. Now this is what you're going to have. So you can see we're going to have the light here that we're reflecting on this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in this background, right click on it and select power tape, place it into this frame. Right click and select it is power tape. Then I'm going to scale it up just right here. Then I'm going to change it to grayscale by coming over to bitmap, select mode, change to grayscale. And I'm going to basically come over to this and change this to overlay. And let's try this soft light. Let's try this cream. So let's clean that to, let's try half night. So let's try color dodge. So we can leave that to what? Overlay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically bring this one here. All right. I'm going to bring this one here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just select my transparency tool and make sure this is faded into the background this way. All right. So this is basically what you are going to have. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this rectangle tool and draw a box just right here. And I'm going to use this to pick a color from here. All right. I'm going to pick this color and drop it just right here. I'm going to use my transparency and change this to overlay. All right. Then I'm going to use my shift page down to take it behind field and use Control plus page up to bring it forward just right here. So I believe you understand what we did over here. So I'm going to just make sure this is up a bit, and that is fine. This is what you're going to have, guys. This is basically what you are going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select this. All right. And I'm going to go to my adjust, select my curve. All right. And I'm going to basically reset this. And I'm going to bring this one down this way. All right. I want to bring that just down this way because I want to achieve that cool evening vibe, like that evening vibe on this. All right. So this is what you're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to basically leave that over there and come over to this smoke. All right, this smoke. Right click and power clip it into this frame. Come over to this and leave that to that. We're going to just drag this one down this way. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just basically fade out this edge and convert it to heat map. Fade out this edge. And I'm going to go to screen and change that to screen. Or let's try overlay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just basically use this way. All right. So once I do that, I'm going to just duplicate this way. And let's click on finish and see what we got. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to basically select this. All right. I'm going to just put it this way. Then I'm going to convert my transparency into and change it to screen. Once I do that, I'm going to just basically scale it up this way. All right. So once I do that, I'm going to basically reduce this this way, bring it over here, bring another one over here. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just basically select my shape tool, drag over here, and bring this one here. I'm going to select the second one, highlight, and bring this just right here, because I don't want the light to show on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this one up again. All right. So once I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just bring this one down here. All right. So basically now, guys, what we're going to do is I'm going to basically highlight this, bring it in here, highlight this one, bring it in here, highlight this one again, and I'm going to just bring it in here. So this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to bring in this guy, who is actually our subject working in there. All right. So winning actually. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to just go to my effects, select adjust, select curve. All right. So I'm going to just basically drag this one down. All right. Because I want to get that shadow. I'm going to click on OK. And this is what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just select my freehand tool, draw this way, draw this way, and draw this way, draw this way. And this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to use my shape tool and take this in here. Make sure it's starting from the shoe. And I'm going to just do this way and do this way. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just select this, and I'm going to bring this one up. Sorry. Select this subject, bring it up using Shift Page Up. Then once I do that, I'm going to just basically blur this a bit. Go to blur, go to Gaussian blur. I'm going to just give it a little bit of blur, that's fine. Then click on OK. Then go to transparency tool and just take this one in here a bit. Alright, and this is basically what you're going to have. And the next thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to bring in this light over here. Put it on my subject. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to select my transparency to remove, change it to normal. So once you change to normal, I'll just fade out this way. Fade it out this way, bitmap. Fade this one this way. Convert to bitmap. Fade this one this way. Let's change the screen and see. Alright, so put this one in here this way. So we're going to change it to normal again. Bitmap it. Fade out this edge, this one. Bitmap again. Fade it out this way. Alright, so let's try the screen and see what we've got. Alright, so this is basically what we're going to have. What I'm going to just basically I'm going to reduce this way, and I'm going to just drag this one here and put that over here. Alright, so I'm going to reduce this again and bring it over here. Then I'm going to just come over to my transparency tool and fade it out just a little bit. Alright, so we have that reflection from this to this edge. You understand what I mean? So I'm going to bring in another one over here. And I'm going to just do this way. And that is fine, guys. That is literally okay. And the next thing I'm going to do is bring down another one to his face, just right here. We'll make this one smaller. Alright, we can reduce it this way. Just make that smaller, and that's what you're gonna have, guys. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring in this and place it just right here. Alright, so we're gonna just place this one over here. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to just basically reduce it. Bring it just right here. Once we do that, I'm going to go to Effects, select Adjust, go to Brightness and Contrast. Alright, click on OK. You can leave that to 44 as contrast. Alright, so select the transparency to fade out this down here and make sure it is faded to the background this way. Alright, so once you do that, I'm going to come over to this. Alright, come over to this. And select transparency, change that to screen. Once you do that, you can just scale this up this way. Alright. And the next one I'm going to do, I want to bring in this one. Alright, change it to what? To screen. And bring it here. Alright, you can basically remove this one for now. Scale this one up. Copy it and paste it if you wish to get the lights. Alright. Now I'm going to just bring this one just to put it there, make it a little bit. Alright, so this is basically what you're going to have. Alright, so this is what you're gonna have, guys. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just bring in this. Alright, I'm gonna scale it up this way. Once I do that, I'm gonna change it to what? To screen. or let's try soft light. All right, so let's try overlay. So we can leave that to work, so soft lights, and we're going to just reduce this, reduce it a bit. I'm going to cut it. We'll clip it in here and leave that to that. I'm going to copy everything, but before we take it in there, we're going to select everything, right click, make sure you're selecting everything here, right click and select power clip, place it into this frame. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut this, and you can either cut it or right click and power clip it into this frame, just right there, just to get a cool contrast. All right, so now what I'm going to do is we'll just bring this church logo and basically place it just right here. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I want to basically bring in this text. All right, place it over here. All right, so I'm going to cut this one, place it over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let me add a bit of green to this. All right, so go to your effects, select adjust, select color balance. I want to add more green to this. All right, so click on OK, and this is what you're gonna have. So what I want to do now is I want to just win a soul to Christ. I'm going to cut it this way, and once I do that, maybe first of all, let me just all right, so let me just fade out this way. All right, so this is what you're going to have, guys. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just basically use Ctrl+K and break this apart. So the names of the fonts is I'm going to use all this. These are the names of the fonts, guys. I'm going to paste it just right here. You can download. I've taught you guys how to download fonts. All right. So that's why I'm going to reduce this way. So the name of the font I'll be making use of this is called Albright. So Albright. So as you can see, I've typed out the names for you guys over here. Now the next step I'm going to break this one apart, change this to what? Albright. And once you do that, bring this one here. All right. So scale this one up. Scale this one up. Bring it down. Bring this one just right here. And leave that to that. So I'm going to just basically scale this one up. And leave that to that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one, reduce it, and I'm going to just basically place it just right here. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to right click and select edit power clip. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my rectangle and drop a box just right here. Then give it this color. All right. So once I do that, I'm going to just select my transparency, my eyedropper tool, and pick a dark green color here, paste it just right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my transparency, go to mesh mode, change it to screen, or let's try soft light. Then I want to basically reduce the opacity this way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take it behind you and bring it up this way. All right. So this is basically what you are going to have, guys. Now I'm going to just basically bring this one here. Once I do that, I'm going to just give this one bold. All right. Once I bold it, I'm going to come out to this and put just a line over here for demarcation. Give it light deep yellow. Sorry. So once I do that, I'm going to come over to this, and I'm going to copy the date and time, paste it just right here. All right. So once I do that, maybe first of all, reduce this, and bring this one down. So break it apart using Ctrl K. So for this one, I'll be making use of this Trajan Pro, and I'm gonna basically paste it just here and press enter on my keyboard. Or you come over to this, if you cannot see it, type Trajan Pro. So you can see it just right here. Alright, so this one I'm gonna give it Campton Book. And for this one, I'm gonna give it what? Campton Book. Alright, so this is basically what you're gonna have, guys. So I'm gonna just drag this one down a bit. And the last thing I'm gonna copy now is the names of the ministers. Alright, so copy the minister's name, come over to this, paste it. Once you do that, you can make it center alignment. Ctrl+E is the shortcut. Alright, so you're going to just adjust this, then copy. So you can cut this one, paste it just right here, scale it up, give it bold, give it this deep yellow, scale this up using your shape tool to just increase the spacing this way. And this is what you are going to have, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just basically select this and reduce it just right here. Select this and basically reduce it. And guys, if you have any question, you can drop me a comment in the comment section below. If you have other question, guys, don't forget, drop me a comment and like this video, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. And see you guys in my next video.